Hello everyone, welcome back to Tall Tales Custom Tackles. We're gonna try to make a video of a order I gotta make. Try to make it short. Hopefully it won't drag out too long. It's 120 baits. Gonna be doing green pumpkin, orange pumpkin, black and blue, white, motor oil, orange craw, and red shad. Already got some plastic measured out. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in the air chamber, vacuum chamber, get all the air bubbles out of it, get in the microwave and start cooking. While I'm at it, I'll show you a new bait real quick. This is a hollow body craw. I really like this mold. It shoots perfect. I mean, they make, well, here's some. Anyway, they make some nice looking baits. That's an order going out tomorrow, well, Monday. But yeah, this craw, I'm very impressed with the mold. It shoots perfect. I only ordered one just to see how it does, and I liked it so much I went ahead and ordered another mold. But anyway, we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Alright, we're gonna do the orange craw first. Let's get the camera angled. Try to get where you can see what's going on. There we go. Sure, my big head's in the way. Top the sprues off. Alright. Give that a second, because these molds were cold, so shooting the hot plastic in it's going to cause it to draw up the plastic pretty quick. So just top it off. Give them a few minutes and they'll be ready. This is actually a new 10-ounce injector. I ordered that one through Quality Injectors. I wanted to give it a try. I'm actually going to try out two different ones, and the one I like the most I will decide to keep. I'll show you. There's the difference. Both of these are 10-ounce. One is just a lot thicker. The other one is just so long. That's the well, my bad, I dropped the camera for a second, but one of them is so long. I mean, it's so hard to, well, you can see right here, just imagine you pouring it. It is way up there. I mean, it extends over 3 feet, and that's just, I mean, it ain't that big of a deal, but it makes it a little difficult when you're pouring these baits. Alright, that's almost ready. Give it just a second and we'll be right back. Alright, to speed things up, I went ahead and got them ready. Like I said, we're going to try not to make this video extend out way too long, but I mean, that's just a good looking bait. Orange craw. It's orange, it has some copper and a little touch of black flake. I mean, it is a great looking color, and people seem to really like that color, so I've been selling a lot of these colors lately, between the orange and then the green pumpkin and orange pumpkin, which orange pumpkin is so close it's hard to even tell them apart. Show you one more and then I'll skip forward. Alright. If we have enough, because I'm doing 20 total, running this mold 3 times is 18, so I'll end up pouring 24 of them. If we have enough plastic, I'm going to go ahead and shoot a hollow body craw. Should have enough, but we will see. If not, as long as we have the menace craw, that's all that matters. I think it'll be close. It might. It was a little shy, but we will see. If it makes it, it makes it. If it don't, it don't. As long as I get the menace craw. That's the one I'm wanting to get. Alright, that should work. Put that up. That one will be fine. This one was a little bit shy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This one might not be poured all the way, just because I was hoping they'd be enough, but the hollow body does use more because it's a little bit bigger bait. I mean, it don't look no bigger just by looking at them, but even though it's hot, well, it's hollow up until about right there, so it does use a little bit more plastic. But we'll give that a couple of minutes and we'll be right back. Alright, we'll see if this one made it. The menace craws were perfect. You already seen that one a couple of times, so I wasn't gonna video that again. Let's check this one. I will actually be surprised if this one is complete, just because it didn't fill up all the way. Oh yeah, that's what I expected. That's what I expected, because we ran out of plastic. This right here, it's hollow all the way down. You got a little void there. That one didn't fill all the way, so just ran short on plastic. Not the mold's fault. If you run out of plastic, you just run out of plastic. But anyway, and that's another thing, this video, this channel, it shows failures, not just success. So you see this right here was a big failure, but we're going to show this mold been shot proper. Alright, this next color we're going to shoot is motor oil. I've actually never made motor oil. This is the first order for motor oil that I've had. So now there's a formula you can mix up motor oil if you don't have the actual motor oil color, but I ordered the color a while back when I first ordered a bunch of them, and this is actually the first time I'm getting to mix it up, so we will see how it works. If I don't like how this color looks, then I'll use the formula I have for the color. But let's see if we can get this angle. Alright. One thing I will say, Lure Works is so thick that sometimes it's a pain to get get the end open up enough. I mean, it is horrible as far as thickness. I might actually have to open that up with a knife a little better. Let's see how that goes. Cut the whole tip of it off. That's a little better. There we go. It's pouring now because I split the tip pretty good. But that color is so thick, like, I mean, it's just, it gets so thick that it's actually hard to pour. Some of the colors are worse than others. This one apparently is bad as far as, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna hit it a little bit more. The motor oil is going to be more of a translucent color. You can see through it. I'm going to darken that up a little bit. Oh yeah, I mean, it really, I mean, if you ever changed old motor oil, it's similar to old motor oil. It's got a, the color has like a hint, if you really look at it really good. I don't know if the camera necessarily shows it, but the color has kind of a reddish tint to it, slash it has a touch of, it has just a touch of like chartreuse in it. We stirred up some bubbles in it. There we go. It's coming. The bubbles will rise to the top and bust. Give that a few seconds and the bubbles will be gone. We'll throw it back in the microwave, get it back up to temperature, and then we will shoot this bad boy and see what it looks like. Alright, got it up to temperature. Give it a try, see how she looks. Yeah. See if you can see it on here. It's got that, the camera don't show it near as much, but it's got that little hint of like chartreuse, a little touch of red. Of course, in the mixture, if you don't have the color, so you don't have, if you don't have the color motor oil and you need to make motor oil, for example, 1 cup of plastic, you can use like a real light color brown, Carolina pumpkin color, roughly about 15 drops, chartreuse, roughly about 30 drops, any kind of like real bright neon green, 5 or 6 drops, and cherry red about 5 or 6 drops, and it gives it a pretty much the same color as you see right here. And you can alter it your own way. I mean, if you want it a little darker, you can always add a little something extra. If you want it to have a little more chartreuse look or red, you can always add just a little touch more. We're gonna let that sit for a few minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, let's check these bad boys out and see how they look. Oh yeah, it looks good. If you look at it, You can see it's got that little hint of green chartreuse look. Look real nice. We had one, that don't happen very often, we had one develop a little bad spot. But with that being said, if you end up with one that's bad, or say you do a bunch and the color is exactly what you thought was going to be, you want it darker, or you want it to have a hint more brown or red or anything like that, just because you shot it, if you don't like the way it looks, you can throw it right back in, add more color to it, melt it back down, stir it up good, and reshoot it. I mean, these plastics you can pretty much shoot over and over, as long as you don't, you know, like burn it and scorch it, which dead on plastics is hard to burn and scorch. But man, yeah, I see that moving around, you can see the little touch of green in the camera. But anyway, that's a great looking color. I mean, especially with your hand in the background, it blocks it. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this other one up, and well, I'll tell you what, before I cut it off, I'll go ahead and while we was off camera, I did shoot this hollow body again, but I shot it with a little bit of motor oil, and hopefully I got enough in there. Go ahead and let's see if this turned out alright before I cut the camera off and move to the next color. Trying not to make these videos take forever. Oh yeah, now that turned out perfect. Those turned out perfect. Man, I love this mold. If the mold wasn't so expensive, I would order, and right there you can see the rod only goes up to right there. If the mold wasn't so expensive, I'd buy a couple more. I mean, I did order one more, but if the mold, you know, because these molds are $200 a piece. If it wasn't for that, I would definitely buy a few more. And you see the other ones, they're on bottom. But you see the air bubble? It catches air and causes the front to float. That's what's cool about the hollow body. But you can also make your own rods to fill in to right there and do a solid body instead of a hollow body. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, up next is my least favorite color to make. It's an easy color, white, straight white. The reason I hate white is it's so easy to mess up. What I mean, like, you can try to do white with a little silver flake or something like that, but if you got one little, like right here, you can see there's one little flake of black, well, two little flakes of black, and it's easy to end up with a, you know, because the color is white, so it's easy to end up with like a blue or a red or anything, you know, just a different flake in there. And I don't know, that stuff irks me. I can't stand it. It might not bother some. I need to order a bigger thing of white. I didn't think I would ever hardly use white, but as it turns out, a lot of people like the color white, which personally I don't understand it, but because I mean I don't think I've used straight white maybe once in my whole life, and even then, I mean, it ain't like I use it a lot. Always, anytime I make white, I add a little bit of silver flake to it just to give it a little offset. I mean, I have had a few customers order straight white, no flake, no nothing. I mean, which that's fine with me, but I just, anytime I make white, most of the time, unless they request no flake, of course I will usually ask if they want flake, what color flake, but white usually is going to get a little bit of a silver flake. Check the temperature. Yeah, I need to throw this one in the vacuum chamber. That little extra stirring definitely adds air bubbles, and when you're doing it you gotta watch it because it will spill over. And white is horrible with air bubbles. And that's another thing I hate about white. Let that bubble out for a few minutes. It'll take it a couple minutes. We'll get it back to temperature and then we'll pour these real quick. Alright. Let's top these sprues off. Alright, let that wait a few minutes. I'm trying to speed these videos up, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Alright, let's check these white ones out real quick. Let's see, I'm trying to speed this up where it won't be all not long. Alright. And if you look, you can see the silver glitter. Looks good. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of these undone and we'll be right back. Alright. Make one little shot of black and blue. Let's see if I got enough. I'd already shot the other ones. I didn't want to bore you with a whole bunch of stuff you've already seen, so I just waited until the last one. Make a quick little shot of it. I'm not even going to waste video undoing that. I'll show you what they... This is what it comes out looking like. It's just a laminate. Black on one side, blue on the other. Yeah, they look good. Alright. Alright, I already shot the first batch. This is the red shad. And basically all it is black and a dark red laminate. You can do it in swirls also, but pretty much laminated is the most typical way you see it. Top off that sprue. Like I say, you can see it's a real dark red and black. Sometimes I'll do it a lot darker. Like you can see here, I actually added a little bit of a flake in this one. This batch I'm doing here, I didn't add no flake to it, just straight. But already, you can see it's just straight, and that's pretty much what they call a red shad. It's just a, and you can go darker with the red. I've seen it so dark that it almost looks, you know, a little lighter than the black, but then I've seen it real bright. Personally, this right here is a combination that looks better to me versus the ones like a lot of packs you see in the stores are, I mean, they are extremely dark laminated. I got one more batch to do, which is a green pumpkin and orange pumpkin. I'm pretty sure I've made a video showing how I make that color. So I'll probably skip that and just show pouring the baits. It's really a simple process. It pretty much looks almost like the orange craw with a green pumpkin on the other side. But anyway, we'll get that done and I'll be right back. Alright, the last little shoot. This is the green pumpkin, orange pumpkin. Already done 2 little batches of them. I don't think I'm gonna have enough for that, but I'm gonna, well, I might actually have enough. Boy, did I get lucky. I bet there ain't much left in there. Oh no, barely made it. Actually, we'll do a little run of the hollow body while I'm at it, but anyway, this will be the last batch right here. Let me make sure these are topped off good, and then I'll show you what they look like, and then I'm going to end this video because I know it's going to be an hour long. Alright, this is what they look like, and I know I've probably made a video of these before. It's green pumpkin and then orange pumpkin, and the way I do it, I put on my orange pumpkin side, I use a orange pumpkin color. If you don't have that, you can use orange, but I put a golden orange color flake in it, and a medium and large black flake. And then on the green pumpkin, it's actually a green pumpkin green. On that side, I use a real small, like a 0.025 of the black flake, just enough to give it like a pepper look. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Go check out my Facebook page, Tall Tales Custom Tackles. I'm going to end this video, and hopefully it won't be too long.